IBA grads, gateway to your desired future.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. We are here conducting interviews for IBA undergraduate programs. Assalamu alaikum Ahmed, how are you feeling today?
Salam, I'm good.
So Ahmed, we'll start with yourself. Tell me something about yourself.
Well, I'm a 19-year-old and all academic details are already with you. I will tell about my personality that I'm an honest and emotionally intelligent person, that I can feel what others are feeling and I can get into the situation of others. And I'm a keen learner. I always want to learn new things. That's why I'm coming to IBA.
Okay. Tell me about your strengths and weaknesses.
Well, my strengths are that I'm a good team player, no matter whether I'm in a leading position or not. For example, last year when I went to LUMS in the YLES event, I was leading a team of 5 members, and I always open to all my team members for their ideas and look for the best thing, and I'm not like a rude boss that I always impose my things. So that's my one strength. Secondly, people usually trust me, and this is the most important thing needed in the corporate sector, especially in the finance field, which I'm going to pursue in IBA.
And tell me about your weaknesses.
Well, one of my strengths is also that I want to overcome my weaknesses, but if particularly talking about my weakness, that is like what would I say, sometimes not getting or easily trusting some other people.
Tell me about a time where you had to lead a team and there was a disagreement and you acted as a mediator.
Well, I could not recall that any situation I've gone through. There was not.
No problem.
So Ahmed, why do you want to join IBA?
Well, there are several reasons for joining IBA. First of all, that I have a keen interest in the business-related subjects. That's why I opted Commerce Field and ON A levels. And IBA is the best institute for business degrees, and it has great faculty and a great alumni network as well. And it's a great prestige as well.
Which subjects did you have in ON A levels pertaining to business studies?
I had accounts, economics, and business studies.
So which is your favorite subject?
Basically, I have 2 favorite subjects, accounts and business, and I'm also good at economics.
So if I were to ask you a question in economics, could you answer that?
Hopefully, yes.
So what is basically monetary and fiscal policy?
These are the basically tools used by the government in order to control the money supply in an economy. The tools are basically the taxes and the government supply. For example, government use the tool of tax whenever they want that there should be less money supply in the market, or they use the tool of interest rate as well whenever they want to increase the savings or discourage people from saving, or they want to increase consumption. And they also use, I guess, in Pakistan, price bond system as well.
What is that thing called?
These are
Contractionary or something like that?
Yeah, contractionary. There is something contractionary fiscal policy and expansionary fiscal policy as well. Contractionary is like when they want to reduce the money supply in the market, and the expansionary is like
so
when
they do while they want to reduce the money supply in the market?
they basically use the tool of interest rate and taxes.
How they increase it or decrease it?
Let's say, for example, if they are increasing the interest rate, so people will save more money in banks to get more return. So automatically consumption will reduce. So in that way, the vice versa scenario goes on.
Is this a contraction or expansionary monetary policy?
It's a contractionary because they want to reduce the money supply in the market.
I mean, do you have any interest in stocks and stock market?
I have interest in the stock markets, and I have been following the trends and trying to learn the index and over-the-counter market as well. But I have not been physically or engaging in these type of things. I have not experienced of buying and selling of shares, but I'm trying to learn it.
What is your stance about the scenario that is happening in US stock exchange right now with the company GameStop?
What I have known GameStop is like it was in the time of pandemic that when all the companies were shutting down, so it was like creating a fake type of something. I could not easily exactly remember, but it was like creating when they created an artificial stock, something which induces other people to invest in it, and within a short span of time many became millionaires And after that, when more people try to invest, then they also lost their huge sum of money.
Emma, tell me about a scenario in which you had to execute a task with very crunch timelines and very limited resources, but the quality of the task shouldn't be compromised.
Well, I remember one thing in my college, that my college used to organize an annual event of named like Reed's Ideathon, and in that I remember that there was a event of Brand Rush, and I was allotted the company of Pie in the Sky, a baking company. And at the end of the time, our two members they said they do not be coming in this event, so we had short of cash and other resources as well. So we tried in a way that we asked them to provide them, and we guarantee that we will do the best marketing so that we will earn more, and we will pay them as well. We will contribute to our college as well, and Alhamdulillah, it was very good that quality was also maintained and the task went so well.
So Ahmed, so if we don't select you in IBA, so what will you do?
Well, I believe I'm a capable person, and I have passed the test and come to this stage, so I will get into IBA. And if I don't get into IBA, I will apply in round 2.
You mean next year?
No, IBA gets 2 rounds in 1 year. After 2-3 months, there is a round 2 as
So
well.
what will you do for 2-3 months apart from preparing?
I'm ongoing with my level studies as well.
Okay, Ahmed, tell me what skill set will you bring to IBA, and what will you contribute to IBA, and what do you expect IBA to contribute in your grooming?
Well, I believe in today's era, adaptability and flexibility are the most important skills one should have, and I believe I am a type of person who has these skills. I'm adaptable to different situations. I'm not like a rote learner, or what we say in Urdu, laki ka fakir. I do appreciate the things and I welcome challenges as well. So it teaches different things, and I have to learn. And what I expect from IBA is to provide each and every opportunity and platform to me, which I believe that I could excel.
So Ahmed, can you define what is an entrepreneur?
Basically, entrepreneur is a person who does not only manages all the thing, but he has a creative or unique ideas which currently does not persist on a large scale in market. Basically, when you are entrepreneur, you have to be so much unique that either to bring some new thing in the market so people will accept you, or to if you are coming with some existing thing, so you have to create a niche or something unique so that people are attracting, and this is a good quality of entrepreneur, to serve society in a best possible new way.
So, Ahmed, IBA offers a variety of subjects, and not just subjects but extracurricular activities as well. We have so many societies. Do you plan to take part in any extracurricular activities, and if yes, how are you going to juggle between your studies and extracurricular?
Well, I plan to join a finance club, as I'm applying for accounting and finance, and also entrepreneur club, because being a finance student does not mean you should not be going to any other club. Entrepreneurship will also help me to set up my own business in near future. And leadership is the quality which everyone must possess in personal life as well as professional life. So I will also join leadership club. And what I will do, how will I manage, is that I have been doing since my O levels as well. I have been a keen participative in all the events which my college had, and as I mentioned, I've also participated in Munich, which IB holds every year. I've been to ILES, I've been into CSE, and continue with that. I've got alhamdulillah good grades as well, so I believe I can manage all these.
Fair enough. So, Ahmed, you've talked a lot about leadership. So, are you into reading stuff regarding leadership or self-help books?
I'm not prone or like a warm book reader, but I usually read books. Recently, I have finished 7 Habits of Effectively
Highly Effective People.
Stephen R. Covey.
Which habit do you correspond to most?
Think out of the box and be out of your comfort zone.
So Ahmed, if you can meet any important person from the past or present, who would that be, and what would you ask him?
If I talk about past, I would love to meet Nelson Mandela because of the work that he did for eradicating the racism, which is still in practice in many of the developing countries, especially in our subcontinent region. And I would like to talk about how he works so that we could also work in that way. And if I were in present, so I would like to meet Jeff Bezos, who is an Amazon owner, and I would like to learn from him how he came from a McDonald boy and he got so much high in the professional life and he succeeded well, so I want to learn from that as well.
Can you name a book on racism?
I don't particularly remember, I have not read any book on racism.
Okay, Ahmed, recently, some years back, Mohammad Amir resumed his cricketing career after a ban of 5 years. What are your views about it? Did PCB took the right decision?
Well, I would not comment on that because I'm not a sport type of person. I do not play sport much.
Ethically, even if you're not a sports person, do you think it was right to get him back in the team, although it was proved that he was guilty of the crime?
If he was guilty of a crime and he has completed a span of 5 years, which were, I guess, his punishment, and after that, if PCB has allowed him to come back, so I guess it's no problem in that.
Don't you think it is unfair to the people who are giving their blood and sweat and playing legally?
Those who are playing legally, good for them as well. But if you see, apart from cricket and other situations as well, once you get punishment and once you learn from your mistake, you should be given a chance to prove yourself one more time. And I think if
Even
PCB
if
has
that
done-
crime is heinous?
I don't think it was like so much heinous crime.
Do you think
Because
selling your
I
country is not
believe
that
that-
much of a critical crime?
I'm sorry.
Do you think selling your country is not that much of a critical crime?
It is a crime as well, but if PCB has done something, so PCB also represent Pakistan and the country, so they must be good at that decision.
So Ahmed, pandemic around the world is transforming the way we do things. No? So we have also shifted to online classes. So what is your say on that?
Well, as I've said, I welcome challenges, and the pandemic has taught us that the world is shifting and moving towards a whole new scenario. So rather complaining about all these things that online system is not good, we are not being judged fairly and all that, we should adapt to be learn online system so well, because as you know, this is a social media era and many of the things are done online, and globally learning platforms such as Khan Academy and all these are shifted to online, so we must be good enough to deal with all these. And I have good experience because last 3 to 4 months I have been getting online classes of my A-level subjects, and I think it's good enough.
So what is the definition of success in your language?
Well, success is a thing which cannot be defined in one particular sentence, and it varies from person to person. In my opinion, success is like you should have self-contentment and happiness at the end of the day, and to try to become a better human being as you go along with your life, and to bring change in someone's life, I believe this is the most important thing.
So, Ahmed, according to your definition of success, do you consider yourself successful?
I'm on a journey of achieving success, and till now, I believe I have done a lot with it.
And in this journey, where do you see yourself in next 10 years?
Well, in next 10 years, I believe I will be a more successful person personally, and if talk about professionally, I consider myself as in top hierarchical position of any leading firm, or to have my own financial consulting firm.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. It was really nice. If you have any questions, you can ask.
No, I don't have any question. Thank you.
All the very best.
Welcome.